Beautiful Pisces, you have embarked in 2020 upon a journey of reframing your mind, of rethinking the past, rewriting stories there. Never was there such a good month as February for you to rest, to journal, maybe do some hypnotherapy, get a reading, take good care of yourself and allow yourself to be. A lot of voices in your subconscious, a lot of things that are coming to a head here, especially near the end of the month of February when we enter into your sign. So happy birthday, Pisces, who are having their birthday in February. This will be a reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Ascendant and Venus, perhaps Jupiter if you have been able to tap into that energy of the teacher. So whatever comes up here, these energies are of course general. These readings are general, the energies are for everyone. And let's dive straight in. Let's see what's coming for you. So already there's a new, with all this thinking and all this energy in your subconscious, there's an opportunity here for you to rewrite some stories, and very specifically to like the way you were taught by authorities, by schools, but also by your father. There might be some stuff coming up there as well in regards to past relationships. This is going to be already felt at the end of last month in January. You will come in with that energy actually in this month. So it's a good time to actually sit back with yourself and allow things to unfold while you are taking good care of your mental health. Mental health is key for you here in February, and allowing yourself to rest. Resting is an activity as well. Let's remember that here, Pisces. And with that also, I would like to give you that when these past stories come up, you have an opportunity on the 11th of February. There's going to be an important day to set a new intention. So if you feel like, okay, my mind is not doing it anymore, there's a limitation to thinking. And you've embarked upon a 2.5-year journey of discovering that and finding the way to your heart center, and to actually bridge your mind and your heart and work from a space of intuition. A lot of Pisces are going to uncover their psychic gift of Atlantean past lives. They're gonna receive that gift again, and it's a possibility to tap into that. With such an awakening, of course, there comes a sort of responsibility that might be feared. This is post-traumatic stress disorder from past lives, so don't be, be whatever you need to be. But don't be too caught up in like, I shouldn't, and what is this? It is, and we're collectively experiencing this. But especially for Pisces over the next 2.5 years, I see you finding opportunities to work with that as well. And it's a beautiful way to ground your dreams. So visualize, meditate, that's what is up for you. So let's see more specifically as the weeks pass along. Another important day for you, when you are really gonna get a moment of evaluation of the last year, will be on the 27th of February. That's a really good day to release and tell yourself, actually, since my last birthday, what has been the journey and where am I ready to wrap up? That being said, we come into the month indeed quite on the battlefield. So many thoughts, so many things that are playing, so many roles that you are revising. What does this person mean in my life? What's going on? So it's kind of a battlefield in the mind. This being said, you are a sign of flow and a sign of surrender, of letting go. So the first week you have a tremendous opportunity to release what you do not longer need. Actually, Pisces is a water energy, so maybe you don't often burn something, and please be cautious when you do, but it's a good idea sometimes to put it on fire, to really let it go. So you're like, okay, this battle is fought and it's done. I'm done with it. Because in the second week, you will have more of an idea where you're headed. It's like the next journey, the next new thing, it's already boiling in your subconscious. For those who are writers, really let it flow, sit and journal. But a lot of you are going to already have from that process of undoing in the first week of February, a serious amount of clarity that will give you a sort of power of action and moving ahead. And this will continue from a very inspirational place into the third week of the month. Third week of the month, you are feeling inspired, and the goal, it's becoming more and more clear. You're knowing that you are heading towards the sun. This is also the birthday inside, when we have the solar revolution and you have the opportunity to reset and embark upon a new challenge. And that's very beautifully engraved here in this reading. Everything is swords and wands though, so it's very spirit, it's very up here. So important, Pisces. Get into your body. Do some yoga postures, go for a swim, get into the body. Burning the old stuff, getting into the body. That will be the main message so far. I'm going to see what is conflicting this. Of course, for now, the biggest enemy will be yourself, and that's a hidden enemy. That's, I even have to cough. That's a hidden enemy. And with hidden enemies, the danger is we don't see it. It's rising to our conscious mind to be known. Welcome it, look at it without judgment. This is your time to accomplish a kind of initiation of mind and clarity. And as I said, second week already, these energies are going to subside, and I see you moving with more direction in the third week after the 11th, when you have that new beginning in actually what kind of thought process is serving me here. What kind of way do I want to be thinking for my expansion? Last week of the month, I see you refreshed, Pisces. I see you standing within your power and actually able to be thinking about long-term goals. First 3 weeks, you're gonna go over stuff that has already been seeded in your mind, in your subconscious in January, and this is kind of your second chance here to go over it. So don't see this as a delay. This is actually your progress. Your progress lies in the undoing. There's a big shedding going on for us collectively. We're in that purge, and this is your month to purge, to make this 2.5 year long process of Saturn in your 12th house a lot more pleasant and a lot more constructive as well, because Saturn is a constructor. It is a building of foundations, and we are laying these foundations together. So in the fourth week, you know already, like, okay, this is redirected. You redirected your mind, and you are the director of your life. You are the hero of your life, and you will know that at the end of the month and stand within your power, and also give a helping hand to those around you and be able to do that. If you are not able to do that in the first 3 weeks of the month, this is a great moment for you also to establish new boundaries in this new way of thinking that you are inhabiting. So let's see what's up here. With the classical writers deck, we know what to do. Again, there's a battle to be fought in the mind. Nice. So the first 3 weeks, they are not going to be evident, Pisces. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but there is great clarity coming from this. Second week of the month, try to retreat. Is there a teacher, somebody who taught you something important in your past, who has a key for you? That's a good question to ask, because it's not that we need to externalize everything. Yet there can be help if you ask for it, and if you ask the right person. And I feel like you are going to naturally come across this in your mind and be like, actually, this could help me out. The second week could also be a good moment to reach out to a reader, an astrologer, a hypnotherapist. I do solar revolutions as well. I will put my info below if you resonate with my voice, but anybody basically in your community who does healing work, I see you finding a breakthrough, like a breakthrough through another person, through a teacher. And this is a figure who is already in your life, or with whom you had already contact in some kind of way. This is not a new person. Actually, help is available and is there for you. As we move into the third week, you're like, some of you are gonna go it alone. This is an energy of already at the end of last month, things came to a head in relationships, right? and in saying the things. And I feel like you're gonna feel like the shadow of past betrayal or rejection when things didn't work out present, but you have the maturity to observe this from a witness consciousness and to not fear going on the journey, to not fear what is coming next, because I feel for you, Pisces, that it's pretty big and it's going to ask for a serious commitment to yourself and a total acceptance of where you come from, of the past, and to establish a tradition that is against or not in alignment with the tradition you grew up in. For many of you, this will be at the end of the month a redirection of their heart, and knowing that you will have to put into place new traditions that will serve your purpose and your own expansion, Pisces. So that's really beautiful, actually, because this whole process of undoing, and then I see help here for you as well from a person who is important in your life, but you have not reached out to very often lately, or maybe it has been a decade, maybe it was an old teacher, maybe it is a parent or somebody that you respect, somebody whose word you respect. And words for you in this month, to be able to put words to your feelings, is going to be important, because with that you will encounter that limit of analysis, and that's kind of the opposite of Pisces in their essence. But maybe you're a really practical Pisces and you are in that moment of your Piscean journey where you are integrating the other side, which is Virgo: decisions, compartmentalize, organize, purity, and you're looking for that purity as you come into the month with the energy of the Nine of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So that is here for you. Take a moment to retreat in the second week. That will be important as well. It's going to be very important for you actually to do that. Now let me see if there is anything specific that I can share with you. Like, yes, so the 11th I mentioned already is an important day, but also the 14th. The 14th, there is going to be an action that you can do, something that you can actively undertake, because as I said, it's a month of rest and allowing, meditating, journaling, all of those things. However, on the 14th, there is a moment of like true insight of what you can do in the now to connect. So there's a moment of divinity in your action. How to exemplify this? There might be literally a situation with a male energy where you are like, okay, I can actually give this person a good advice, or I can take this person, or I can share something of my own practice. And this whole journey of these first 2 weeks that might be experienced a bit like, whoa, this is a lot of turmoil in my head, and it's kind of, let's say that it is a whorehouse there, that you're like, oh, actually, this has led me to this point where I can give a tool of my toolbox, of the growth that I have right now. It's interesting because it sounds like hammering, but it's actually a coconut being broken, and a coconut is just this perfect filtered water, right? So you have filtered this message for this person, and you are able to give that to that person on the 14th of February. Of course, it's Valentine's Day, so if you are into such classical celebrations, this might be the person you are currently dating, you're currently involved with or interested in, or maybe you will be able to communicate that to that person in a very beautiful way, poetic way. So it's a great day to write as well, to write poetry, to write love letters to people. Wonderful, wonderful time for that. Then as we establish here, like, so there's gonna be some stuff I feel about whoever was the authority in your life when you were a child, whether it was your mother or your father, that past tradition and how they went about things, that's not gonna work for your life. And there is a realization, an epiphany here in the 4th week, and coconuts being broken still, so there's an epiphany here, so something pulling through that tells you like, okay, this is how I am going to do it. And it's so empowering here for you at the end of the month, Pisces. I love that. So I have a new deck here. It's pretty gothic, and I feel like it's appropriate for you. as, you know, it's an energy of, for you this month, of like, okay, we all come into this life basically with post-traumatic stress disorder. That's how we call it, right? But it's of a past life, several past lives, and we don't see that. And so when we do this work of clearing the subconscious and actually looking at it from a point of view of the loving observer of yourself, we can come to new ways of doing it, new ways of establishing health, new ways of doing that. And then we have here for you the sun. So the sun, that's the happiness, that's the children, that's joy, leisure, art, you being healed. So there is healing for you here, Pisces. Going to continue and see what intuitively comes with this deck. I love it when it's new stuff, so my connection is pretty in the moment and intuitive. I meditated on your sign before as well, and I was seeing that it's gonna be a breakthrough month for you, definitely. And there's going to be phobias and fears, and that's why hypnosis is really a good idea, that are going to rise, but that you are able to overcome. There's a mask that you are taking off. And as I said, it's related to your childhood and your self-love and the expression of love that you got then. How you took care of your pets, how you took care of your toys, all of that is a representation of the karma that you chose as you incarnated. It's just that we relive these things the first 28 years of our lives, more specifically, in accelerated all these past life traumas and good karma as well, all these past life joys. So there is a getting to know oneself beyond the mask. There will also be a key moment for you, and I think it's about the middle of the month, where you will have to address your intentions towards a specific person. This will be in a love relationship, or somebody who is interested in you in that way, or vice versa, and hopefully from both sides. So you will see what that is about. There is an unmasking of that situation, and then some of you, I see, are going to go for it alone, and then others are going to say like, listen, this is how we did in the past, I don't want to do that anymore, this is me, you like it, let's do this, you don't like it, okay, bye bye. Because you're looking for expansion, and you are looking for a sort of safety within yourself, and this is here for you, but first you have to give that to yourself, beloved Pisces. It's going to feel like you are on a crossroads, and like there's several roads that you can take. They will all merge in the center of the mandala, of course, but taking a moment to listen to your inner guidance and go from a place of you can only save yourself. You are saving yourself. Full responsibility of one's actions is going to help you so much. And you're going to see this so clearly, Pisces, as from the mid-month onwards. And then we have here, couldn't be more wonderful, a snow landscape, and then this beautiful butterfly. Can you see that? So in the northern hemisphere, we're in winter, right? And then underneath the surface, everything is happening for your spring to emerge. And this butterfly, it's your metamorphosis. It is your new beginning here, with the sun and the taking off of the masks and the decision to take on the crossroads. At the end of the month, you're flying, and you realize one wing might be more perfectly formed than the other. But that's okay. We all have our strengths, and we have our points of potential improvement. And self-criticism, bury it, let it go. It's not necessary. You are doing so well. I see you beginning a completely new path here. Around the 27th, there's a new adventure, there's a new beginning. Some of you might be traveling, letting go of the fear of that with the current circumstances, because it is possible. I'm telling you this from the beautiful Costa Rica. Yeah, and let's see if we have one last message here for Pisces, one last message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Do check your other signs for complimentary info. I also have a reading that works us through all the months of the year, where I go into the totality of 2021 and what is possible for you working towards your potential. Past life relationship. You have known each other before. I mean, it's no surprise. I feel that there are many people in your atmosphere right now that you have known from a past life, and that's a collective thing, because we're clearing that out. Here there is one particular one with whom there is a journey to undertake, and this unmasking will be very much related to that, and then you will feel like, okay, crossroads, where do I go? Tune in with the heart. If it gives you joy, if it makes you feel more free, that's where to go. We are done with anything fear-based here. That's really beautiful, Pisces. Thank you so much for your presence here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. This helps the channel forward, and I'd be honored if you did. Have a blissful February, Pisces, and I see you in March. Thank you so much.